Okay, so I think it's still. Oh wait, I have to go into share screen in Discord. That's right.
Yeah. You'd have to after you start Enter 2003 though.
Oh, that works. I can do that. Share screen. In our 2003, go live. $75 laps. Set the to aggress 101. Go ahead, hit continue.
Favor, just touch all your seatbelts, touch all your connections, touch your Hans. Just make sure you get everything like you want it.
Alrighty, so I should have some people getting into the stream here.
Yeah, I put up a link in my server too. So here, I'll do it. Hello and welcome everybody to the USA Trucks regular season finale at I'm gonna try it Escondido.
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 It's a fictional track based in California, in Escondido, California. So we've got quite a championship battle going on right now in the Truck Series. Our locks are pretty much in. We've got 12 drivers in on wins going to the round of 12. There's a few, though, that are right at the bubble that could fall outside of the top 25 in the points, meaning someone else could get in if they have a bad race tonight. James King, currently 24th, has a win, but he's only 5 points to the good. He could get bumped out and lose his championship berth for the playoffs. So
how many people make it again?
So I've got the first round of 12 for the trucks. I thought at first with the smaller field that we're just going to do, I haven't grown it. I'm just going to keep it at 12. The trucks have definitely outgrown it, as I was seeing they were going to grow. So we do have, I'll list off a few for most people that may not know who's locked in. Currently in the truck series here we've Ant Meperson and Chaz Chadwick have been stars of the show this year. Chadwick's had 2 wins, and Ant Meperson's only had 1. Although he's been up front for almost every race, so he's a dominant force to be reckoned with. Tim Cording has had 2 wins this season. He's locked in, as well as Kellen Oakley. Guido Piano, Maggie Reams, and Tristan Reams both. Trevor Walker, Tim Hansen, and as of right now, James King. And it looks like on our qualifying, I believe they've run all the qualifying laps. So Avery Farrell's going to start on the pole here. Man, they run 1 minute and 6-second laps here.
Yeah, this is a big track. I take it.
3.45. It's quite a unique super speedway for sure.
Yeah, she's a big one.
Favor, just touch all your...
Start your engines!
Well, it's another track that didn't have a very well-established camera set on it. It's a little bit of a bummer.
Yeah. I mean, you're lucky. You have a variety of cameras, because if I use anything but TV1 on my Unreal 2003 right now, it crashes.
That's a bummer.
So consider yourself lucky. Ooh, sound of turbo farting helicopters. I don't know. Sound, you can hear the whistle from the turbo in it, even though there's no turbo in a helicopter. I like to pretend.
So in most part, we have a lot of drivers out here looking to get a win. Avery Farrell joined the circuit too late and doesn't have an opportunity to get into the playoffs, but he's surely going to try to play spoiler out there this evening. Gavin Legend, he's sitting 25th in the points. With a win, he could get in, and likely a win on his part would knock James King out of the playoffs.
I guess only 75 laps will tell. We are green at... I already forgot the name of the track.
Escondido.
Escondido, yeah.
Super Speedway. I thought this track would be kind of interesting as a regular season finale. It seemed different enough that there's no telling what's going to happen here. The trucks are unrestricted as they're up to 193 miles an hour already. Trevor Walker, he's locked in, but running up front would always like to get an extra win to help secure some more bonus points into the playoffs. Zach Armstrong just now took the lead there in the 68 Sunny D truck.
I wish I could see the numbers.
I'll kind of associate them with colors so you can kind of get a feel for which trucks are which.
Yeah, you might want to screw up on your ticker there. Your leaderboard. There you go. Oh, good.
I think this camera is going to be the best one we got. We get to see quite a selection of all the runners out there. Currently, Tim Cording.
I see 51, I think, making a move to the inside. Funny name, Bend Over.
Yep. Bend Over is in position. If he wins, he'll get in. So James King, the one I was mentioning earlier, is deep in the pack. He's sitting way, way back. There's Tim Cording right behind him. The 41 and the 50. You got the 12 on the inside. You got the 11 on the outside. Louis Trost all the way and dang near dead last with Paul Ladino.
Yeah, Louis is used to it. And actually, it almost looks like the pack here. It looks like we have one of those confusing Daytona middle lines where it almost like the middle line almost looks like it's a peanut pod. It's being closed in from both sides by the inside and the outside.
Seems to be the spot you don't want to get into.
It's always...
Gavin Legend there on the outside, lost some ground, but it looks like he's gaining draft from the outside top three there.
Anytime it gets crazy like that, like we've seen, I think the inside's always the place to be because you always have an out to everything. You can go to the grass, you can go to the apron, back, you can go to pit road.
It looks like a wall on the inside. I wonder, is that just, might just be...
I think that is a wall, actually. No, it's not. I guess we'll see next time around, right?
No, it's just a very defined inside border there. So Jack Davis takes the lead here. He's on the outside of the top 25 with a win this year already, so as as long as he gains enough points, he could get back into playoff contention even without a win.
He's going to need to gain more than 5 points on Gavin Legend to do that, which Gavin, I don't even see in the top 10 right now. So
Looks like he's dropped all the way back to about 20th at the moment. Shows 12,
Yeah,
but
19.
once they get around the
Not
finish
19,
line
so.
here, it'll recycle.
In my head, I was thinking 89, and I saw 98. I'm like, yep, that's it. No, it isn't.
I like the finish line placement here. It's kind of like a Talladega almost.
I think that's exactly what it's inspired from. And, well, I ain't no smart guy, but Jack Davis, who's running in 5th now against 24th, I guess a teeny bit over 5 points. So we'll just have to see how this race plays out. Obviously, a lot of race to go. Only, coming to 70 to go this time. We have a long way to go.
Taden Berggren there is about to take the lead. We're going to see the conveyor belt of leaders here. Everyone's going to have an opportunity to lead. So far, they're pretty clean and haven't wrecked at all yet.
That was me knocking on wood.
Taden Berggren's had quite a rough season this year. Looked like he had some shades of brilliance early on with a good few runs to start the season, but the wheels have literally fallen off that truck since then. David Bird there
Where's driving that thing now?
David Bird also has had a rough season, sitting there in 4th, dropping to 5th at the moment. Looks like Tim Cording's got the inside lane working. He's up to 5th at this time. Highlighting that new paint scheme, he's got the AAA primary sponsor, Texas Roadhouse, and the chipper, I forget the name.
I can see cars.
Bandit chippers. So we'll keep it on this screen for a while. Highlight the paint schemes a little bit better.
Yeah, all the ones that you made.
I'll be busy at work making more for next year. I've already started transitioning these trucks over to a new template to try and modernize them so they don't look like a 2014. We'll have a 2022 of each truck model out there. At least, you know, just in the aesthetic appeal.
Oh yeah, I don't even want to begin to think about it because I got to do an entire other series for IORL next season. Not mentioning anybody who wants a new paint scheme in Cup. So I'll be hard at work over there, hopefully begging for you to bail me out.
I figured getting started on 2023 now is a good stroke of brilliance for the most part, because it'll start catching up to us before you know it. Atlee Weiss would need a win tonight. If he wins, he's into the playoffs. At the moment,
usually Atlee's somebody I don't want to see win, but saying he's driving for me in Busch next season. Yes, Atlee, please win. Prove yourself. Please make me look like I didn't make a terrible decision. Not saying that I did. Atlee, you're quite talented. Please don't kill me.
Then we got the Trojan truck out front right now, the serious joke truck of them all. We've got the 69 Trojan, and then we got a driver out there by the name of, well, I won't even say it. But yeah. There's a lot of character in the USA Truck Series, that's for sure. We've got a actual pair. We've got husband-wife combo twice out there. Chris and Jessica, and then you got Maggie and Tristan. It seems to be good luck, as just about every one of them has won a race in some shape or form across all 3 series. So My first truck race out there I did, it was Tristan and Maggie won too. Actually, Maggie won it and Tristan, no, backwards. Tristan won it, Maggie finished second. So I thought that was like the perfect storm. They couldn't have scripted that any better.
Yeah, and I don't know if we have any sibling combos out there, but hopefully next season, if we can get a star car figured out for the truck series, maybe even the Bush series too, we can. Well, actually, I guess it would really only work for the truck series. I guess we could see both Aspinall brothers running on the track at the same time. It'd be pretty cool.
Me and my brother in the Cup Series have been duking it out for past 10 years, and he's got the win column over me. I've gotten about 25 Cup wins to my credit. He's ended up with at least 32. So that's kind of our little rivalry back and forth in the Sylvania Cup Series. This year alone, it's a standalone deal. I have me and him both running Mercedes. I just thought, kind of like for shits and giggles, to have us out there in a Mercedes, but I wanted to see who would win in a Mercedes power plant first. Well, it didn't take long. It was the first race of the season, and my brother, ironically, Tyler Shangle, ended up winning the first race in the season. So
Definitely not rigged. Anyway, let's see some questions or a question that specifically stands out to me in the chat from Gavin Legend. Gavin, yes, I do run a league. If you are in the NSSR Discord server, you'll see, I believe it is under the Cross Center 2003 promos category. It's the ILAC stuff, IAC. Yeah, that's my series. Currently got, that's my league. We got one series running over there, but next season, which I think we have starting for October. I'm gonna have to get a double check on that. November. We have it starting in November for third season. We're currently still on our second season, but third season starts in November. We'll have 2 series then. If you're interested in joining, and this is also for anybody else who isn't Gavin who'd be interested in joining, if you're in the Discord server, you can find the link there. But if not, I guess I don't know if you're alright with it, go back and press the link for this.
yeah, and Gavin, you run your series too. So if there's anything you need, we can always help out there as well. Oh, I would be willing to help out. I can't talk for everyone, but
like, you get a promotion, you get a promotion, and you over there, you get a promotion.
It's kind of funny. I've never won in the Cup Series, my series, for the past 3 years, and I create a car for Gavin. Gavin's series I've won in. Zach Armstrong runs a series. I've ended up winning there already. And then even Tyler's IAC series, I've managed to secure a win there. So the drought has been somewhat, satisfied, but I still would love to see a win in my own series. I guess it's like Tony Stewart and me, winning my own series.
Gavin saying you want a test race.
Oh, that was just a test race. Sons of... Okay. Either way. Oh, and we got a wreck happening. Looks like Jessica Hergeson in the 40 truck. That'll slow down the pace of this race a little bit. Luckily, we've gone for 13 laps with that on. I have cautions turned off, which may not be a bad deal. We'll just let it roll. Because if you're out, you're out. Oh, and there's another wreck.
And right when you say that, oh, perfect timing. I don't think I've ever seen. Oh, gets turned hard in the wall there in the 94.
Okay, so we're gonna have to find
Ladino.
Gavin Legend. Unfortunately, did not want to see that. His opportunity to get in the chase rests on tonight alone. It looks
Yeah,
like the wreck.
I think Gavin's getting ready to go off in the chat right now that he was in it and there's no cautions. And yeah, it looks like it just got pinched 4 wide there, turned up, crossed. Who was that? Was it the 00? You know what? I just realized I was looking at YouTube and not Discord, so I was looking at the delayed version. But yeah, big wreck there. Unfortunate for Gavin. Unfortunate for a lot of these guys also trying to get into the playoffs.
Well,
who
I
weren't
think
already.
just so that we're not staying up any later, what I'm going to do is I'm going to shorten the race down to 50, reset it so it has cautions in it. That way it's going to bother me a little bit that the one race of the year without cautions
Is the one that actually mattered.
the one that actually matters. So it'll be like the first 15 laps are just cut from the race. We'll just reset it there because we were 15 in, 50, 75. Yeah, so this will be better. So, and most of the people are probably signed in now that weren't earlier, so.
Favor, just touch all your seat.
And this will probably be
Touch all your connections. Touch your
one
Hans.
of the shorter races in the series this year, but it'll be a very important one.
Belt, touch all your connections. Touch
Yeah.
your
A
Hans. Make sure
lot
you
on the
corner.
line, so.
I guess that was our red flag, kind of like whenever that race was. I think it was a Clash how many years ago that they allowed all the teams to get their backup cars out.
Oh yeah.
So congratulations, guys. You were just all given a grace. You all got your backup trucks out. And yeah, we're going back underway here. And I feel like I could be mistaken, and sorry, this might be spoiling if you haven't watched the race today, but I feel like they were under the same circumstances that they are under today. Track was wet, nobody knew, they let everybody get their backup cars. Well, and that actually might have been the All-Star race, not the Clash, now that I think about it. Well, track was wet today, nobody knew it, but guess who couldn't get their backup cars? See, Gavin agrees with me. Alright, that pace car, pace truck, whatever it is, going to make the left turn on the pit road, and we're going to wait about 5 more minutes for these guys to get through the tribal, and we will get some green flag action to you guys here.
Yep, we'll have a lot of drivers here hungry for a win. Trevor and Maggie up on the front row there both have a win, but Matthew Fastnot behind him does not. Then you got Philip Leeds in the outside groove, third back, also with not a win.
And we are green here at Escondido. This is the second time I said this today. Hopefully it will be the last time I say that today.
It will be. Well,
you're positive?
Yeah.
Fair enough. You're lying to me, Jake. I know you have a very long reputation for that.
My computer has some gremlins, but I think they've been worked out of it, so.
Knock on wood.
I stay on
12th time tonight.
The shit out of my gaming laptop, so. Matthew Fastnot, and we got Chadwick trying to mix it up there. Chadwick would like to get an extra win to help pad his playoff points total. Al Bunch, too, he's going to start a team up in 2023. Hoping to maybe get a win before this season's over.
And that is the 09 of Matthew Fastnot, leading the pack right now, 3x3, about 3 rows deep behind him, and after that it's 2x2. I think they're going to form that same Daytona line I mentioned earlier. It's like the middle lines of pea in a pod. Very awkward position that you wouldn't want to be in if you're in the middle line. And that's the 68 trying to challenge the 98 for the lead now.
Atlee's given the 2 Rams are hooked up, charging to the front there.
As I say, if you can't dodge it, ram it. I mean, I think we've seen Atlee do that in the figure 8 race earlier. He certainly couldn't dodge it, so he rammed it. And now Atlee ditching the 68 is Zach Armstrong, looking for the lead here.
Crazy part, in 15 races in the Truck Series, we've had 13 different winners for 12 playoff spots. So there's a lot that could happen with that too, because our bubble driver in 24th could stay in 24th, but as soon as another driver, like Krista Cower here in the 98, for example.
Oh, we got one around there. It looked like 40-something. I didn't even catch the number.
Gavin makes
and
it through.
The 9 truck.
The 9 of Tim Hansen, who's locked.
The 33-48. That was a car I saw. Truck, I guess. Not used to commentating trucks. I'm gonna keep saying cars.
Looks like it
I
starts.
think I saw Lewis Trust in there. And I think it was another one of those almost 4 wide situations. Looks like the 00 hooked the 48, turned the 9 in the process. Lewis Trust getting a piece. Looked like John Brinker getting a piece there, and 33 sliding in as well. Colton Smith. Yeah. Don't look like too much damage on these trucks, so I think they will most certainly continue. Don't know if they're going to be up there for the win now unless we see something like today, but, you know.
Hopefully they can make it back to the finish line without wrecking again. That's kind of a notorious NR 2003 with the run back to the finish line.
Are we going to keep building suspense with it in slow motion, too? I didn't mean fast motion, but all right, okay. I just thought we were going to do a whole lap in slow motion. I don't even know if you realized what was going on.
There we go. And at the line, it's Chris Hergeson. Actually, him and his wife running 1 and 3 at the moment. Jessica's sitting there in the 40 truck. So we're going to get most likely some pit stops going on here. Problem with this track being so long is at least they have the pace truck dialed to go about 100 miles an hour, so this shouldn't take too long under caution. Yeah, as mentioned, doesn't look like too many trucks will retire. We might have a handful, maybe a couple.
Personally, I don't think we're going to have any. I mean, we see, truck running in last right now. It's Colton Smith. I mean, he looks pretty much untouched. I mean, a couple scrapes there on the 48. Actually, maybe a really mangled front end there, but we can ignore that part. Maybe a scrape on the side of the 33, but I don't think any of this is really too major for these guys. I mean, Lewis got a tiny piece of it. He's going to come down just to make sure everything's all right. Same with the 78. He got a little piece of it. Actually, if I remember correctly, the 78 got hit pretty good, but I mean, they're all looking like they're somewhat pacey. They're out in the race.
As I was mentioning earlier, the husband-wife combos have all won this year. The only driver not is Chris Hergeson. So Tristan and Maggie both have won. Jessica has won, but Chris is yet to win. So maybe his luck might change tonight here at Escondido.
I mean, the way it's looking right now, it looks like we'll restart with 45 coming to 44 to go, so he's going to have around that many laps to see what he can do. I mean, obviously at the super speedway races, we tend to have a very diverse group of leaders saying that everybody's right there in it to win it. So We'll have to see. Obviously, a single file restart, so that can really spice things up. We'll just have to see what happens here.
Actually, David Bird is currently running 10th. I saw you in the comments there. The super speedway might be a break for you tonight, since it kind of takes the equipment out of the factor. You're more likely to get a good finish here tonight. So I dare to say, I don't know. Let me go look and verify here.
He's freaking out now.
Yeah, currently David Bird's 33rd in the points, so a win would not get him close enough to the playoffs, but a win's always a medicine for any ailment, so. On that statement, I don't know if I want to talk about the cup race. That was a disaster in my books.
In my books, that's something we don't talk about. David saying his truck hasn't seen the top 10 since the shakeup. So, yeah. Hopefully David can get a good run in tonight. I mean, there's really only one place to go, and that's forward.
I would say that brisk truck really stands out. I love how that scheme pops on track. I just wish it was up front more often.
To you to compliment your own paint scheme. Wait, did you make it?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. Well.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Tooting my own horn over here, I guess. But.
Yeah. Sorry to call you out on it, but you know. Here, let's find one of my paint. Oh wait, that's right. They're all yours. Anyway,
trucks.
on a completely unrelated subject, Jet 64, the smart, says that he's in 4th. That means whoever that username is, you are James Robert. So, hi James, how's it going?
This one I did not make, and I give credit to James King for making this scheme. He tried. Well, it looks pretty good because it's a replica.
Say,
I
I noticed that was different. He had a square body template on there. I'm like, that is not a 13 F-150.
If I remember right, it's kind of fashioned after like a late 70s F-250. So yeah, no, and I like that scheme. I like the styling there. It looks cool.
Yeah, especially not even just the template that has me drilling right now. Well, not only because it's a square body, but I mean just the design itself looks pretty good.
I've got a few other people that'll be building some of their own paint schemes for 2023, so that'll be neat to kind of display some more diverse artwork out on track.
One of them goes by the name of Tyler Aspinall. Don't know who that moron is, but he'll be doing paint schemes. I heard he's pretty mediocre at it.
Yeah, and those schemes will look pretty popping out there amongst the rest of them too, though.
Hopefully, I mean, we already saw a paint scheme reveal for Andrew Aspinall. Looked very coincidentally very close to Austin Dillon's old truck from whenever he won the Truck Series championship. Not like there was any inspiration there or anything. It's just sheer coincidence. They're both sponsored by Bass Pro Shops and Tracker as well. Don't know how that could have happened.
That's definitely a bummer for Martin Truex today. I was kind of hoping he could make it on to the playoffs.
I don't get me wrong, I love Martin Truex, but just because Toyota tried cheesing that move to get him into the playoffs, like I'm kind of glad it didn't work out for Toyota, but I'm also sad it didn't work out for Truex.
Yeah.
So that's really unfortunate. But I mean, I guess it was worth a shot because if they didn't even pull Kurt Busch's waiver, I mean, I guess he wouldn't have made it today anyway. So it was for sure worth a shot. I see where they could find the loophole at, but I don't really like it when people try to do that. It's just cheesing everything.
Yeah. Well, the pace truck is off. These drivers are going to get back to going here. Chris Ferguson, this is his first race in the series, so he's not really running for any playoffs. He's just going to go out there and try to win every race he can.
I know his last name begins with an H, but anytime I hear Chris and then Ferguson, I think Chris Ferguson, the late model driver. I'm like, no, it's not Ferguson, it's Ferguson.
Logan Nagy actually came off a pretty stellar Bush League race at Portland. He led almost every single lap there. So this kind of comes as a pleasant celebration of his win at Portland, getting an opportunity to race in this truck series.
You see the inside line there being led by the 13 of Antme person. Also being pushed by the 34 of, is that, yeah, 34A of Avery Farrell. Forgot we had 2 34 trucks.
Looks like Avery's going to take the lead here in short order.
Get it, Avery, get it.
Avery and Atlee are going to be joint team in 2023 for Mopar Racing. Seems they're going to start out in the truck series first, but there's plenty of room for them to eventually move up in the series. So the NSS are family of race series. So Atlee Weiss coming in on the inside as well, so he might join his teammate. It looks like Avery got shuffled outside there, so he's going to start dropping. But how about David Bird in third? Well, fourth or fifth at the moment, getting his way up to third here shortly.
Yeah, David Bird in third sounds a lot better.
Yeah.
And, well, actually, now it looks like we can say it. David Bird in third right now.
James King right there in second. Going to take the lead here on Tristan Reams, as they're about to complete their 10th circuit around the track. David Bird's finding some encouraging running here at the front.
Yeah, David Bird from third to the lead. Sadly, we can't really find anything that means lead or win or first that rhymes with Bird. Well, yeah, I guess Bird rhymes with first. So David Bird on to first, falling back to the position behind first for David Bird now, and now Bird going back to third, it looks like.
We got Chaz Chadwick joining the party up here, like a true Chad. If we were to do power rankings for this series, Chadwick would be, I would give him a 92. Me person would be a 95. That's my hot take right there for this race. And
I thought you meant whole season.
Well, based on their how good they run out there, I would give them that rating. Tim Cording would be a 91. And let's see, going further back in the field, our fourth best driver has to be Kellen Oakley. I'd give him a solid 90. Our top fifth driver, I'll have to think about that one for a minute.
Over in IORL, I actually calculated power ratings, not just by driver ratings, but by simulated results. And I mean, they deem to be pretty accurate, if I don't say so myself. I mean, Cooper Skull was at the top with like a 94 ahead of like 3 other people. Well, sorry, 94, like I think like 8 points, which was a huge gap in terms of the ranking. And I mean, look at it. He's the only one with multiple wins this season. He's got 4 wins.
I didn't quite understand your ratings at first. I didn't know, but I guess you must have run the run simulated races and just accelerated them and kind of managed to. Yep.
Mashed the results together, did a couple of numbers,
And after the
bada
season
bing, bada
started,
boom.
I kind of started to see that as like, well, your power ratings actually, it seemed different from season 2 going into season 3. I didn't expect those to be the top contenders, but definitely they're strong. That power rating was pretty spot on. Did I get it mixed up? Is it season 2 right now, going on to season 3?
Yes, it is
Okay.
season 2 right now.
Yeah, from season 1, I didn't quite see how the power ratings matched up. I was kind of confused, but now I see.
Yeah, it was also a mixture of half the field kind of joined mid-season, so nothing was really accurate.
Yeah.
But now we got it. Jason Williams is like 3 points behind the next person in front of him. He's in last, and he's like almost dead last in points this season. If it wasn't for Lewis Strauss scoring only 1 point for the first 5 races, that I'm sure will go down in history as the consecutive worst finishes ever in IORL.
Roughest
I don't think
start.
that can be beaten.
Crazy
Oh,
that it
yeah.
happened at the start of the season, too.
5 points in the first 5 races is not something to exactly be proud of.
No. Well, currently,
I mean,
Ben Dover's leading. Jordan Walker needs a win to get in. He's been pretty solid all year. He's kept it up front each week.
wait, you want me to do what while I'm leading?
What's that?
I said, you said Ben Dover's leading, and I said, you want me to do what while I'm leading?
Well, now he's fallen to second, so he must have bent over. Rolling on here. Jack Davis coming in. Oh, and we got a wreck.
There we go. And there's where David Bird said he might roll the truck. Oh boy, that's a wreck and a half right
there. We'll let these guys race back to the finish line, and we'll get back to that wreck here in a minute. Looks like we're gonna have at least 10 trucks that survived as of right here that we can see.
I find it ironic. David Bird literally just said that he doesn't care if he rolls a truck. He let her race for at least a corner. So if David literally rolled the truck in this race, I don't know what to say. And there's Atlee, the man, the myth.
So let's go back here and see exactly how this all went down.
Keep an eye on David Bird. I'm saying he tried to roll himself intentionally or something weird like that. And there, well, I think it started in front of him, actually. It looked like maybe a 79 and the 21 had something to do with it. I don't know. Bad camera angles. We can't even see the whole rack. I'd go to chopper cam for this one. And I'm saying it started up there at the 79. Looks like I can't tell what number that was. I think it was the 41. Came up on the 21, turned the 79. Everybody else reacted.
David Bird spinning there.
And even further back, they're wrecking before they can even get up to the guys who are actually wrecking. So guys trying to slow down ended up wrecking themselves. And David, good news, you did not roll the truck. Oh, he said, please tell me he actually rolled it. Sorry, David, you didn't roll over.
Yep, you kept going. It looks like you minimized the damage there. 96 truck actually makes it really clean. He just gets a little bit loose there.
Yeah.
We'll have to go and see.
I think he did a full drift on the back straightaway. I think it's back straightaway, isn't it? Yeah, it is.
This all starts with the 79 and the 21 getting into it.
And apologies earlier, I said it was a 41 that came up. That's a 135.
135 of Brandon Petrolsky. He actually made his own paint scheme there. I forgot there was a second truck out there. Mostly just
I
a
mean,
lot of spinners.
yeah, a lot of it was just these guys trying to avoid the 79 spinning, and well, they made it worse than it needed to be.
The 41 of James King is unfortunately not needing a situation that puts him further back in the pack. He'll need as many points today to stay in to his his transfer spot into the playoffs. Oh, and they start wrecking again. What the heck?
Oh,
This happens later. Good thing I
I
kept
missed
going.
that. That one was harder. Looked like.
So this was a extenuation of the first wreck, actually. These guys had not cleaned themselves off the track. They came back in. It's actually a pretty good camera here. We get to see just how everything plays out. I wish the helicopter camera didn't rotate back around there, though. At the end of this wreck, Jack Ross in the 00 there starts to come back out on track. And unfortunately, it looks like Gavin Legend collects it here.
Oh yeah, the 34. Looks like he cleaned him out there. Maggie Reams.
He's trying to get going here, but he gets spun out again.
By the 69, gets hit by the
Maggie
34. And who's that? Is that
and
the
Guido
37?
Piano. Yep. Unfortunately, Gavin Legend gets the worst of it, it looks like. It's amazing how they just spin. It's like they're on ice. Guido Piano out.
Once your tires are running hot enough, one little slip up that can lead to just a couple of degrees in temperature change can really change how the tires grip. I mean, just one little bit of overheating and you lost all grip. Usually when you lock them down like that, flat spot them, you don't got any grip to begin with.
Nope. So we got Louis Tross, Tayden Berggren, Paulo Ladino. Fortunately, Gavin Legend and David Bird. Guido Piano, Jack Ross, Maggie Reams, Braden Hunt. Braden Hunt's championship drive is now buried in 33rd place there. And then Jessica Hergeson. Still got 30 trucks out there, it looks like, that may not have too much damage. But yeah, everyone that was mostly involved are out now. Yeah, apologies to everyone that tried to do upgrades. I didn't get those worked into this race. I think it'll work a little bit better going into the playoffs. I'll get everything kind of filed away after this one. So this being as much of a crapshoot as it is, Gavin.
Gavin's asking if he can restart the race.
You got your one hall pass in the last one, so.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry, passes are gonna have to cost about $1 billion now, so, and we only accept cash, not your money system you have in the series. Like, I want $1 billion cash, and we'll restart this race. I need car parts, okay? Don't question it.
Yeah, I gotta pay off my car, so that $1 million would buy me another car on top of it.
I said million with a B, not with an M.
I wouldn't have to work another day in my life.
If you had 100,000 and say tax didn't exist, you wouldn't have to work another day in your life.
True. Looks like Brinker, you are running 18th. so not quite top 15. But you're still running. I think you were involved in that carnage earlier there. See how badly your truck is. And I'll try to get a alternate scheme for your Dr. Pepper truck going by the next race. This will kind of put us at a 2-week hiatus going forward. Yeah, your truck looks clean. No damage. With my trip to Portland, this will kind of give us a 2-week midsummer, late summer break here for the truck series. I know I had one earlier, summer break. Looks like David Bird might have some beef there with Gavin Legend. I don't know if Gavin Legend directly, but I forget how that happened. We see here, they come into it way late. What exactly caused David Bird to retire? He made it through the wrecks. How did he retire? Wow, what little damage he sustained was enough to close out the day for him. This will work for now.
Alright, so I have a question for you, Mr. Shangle, or Shingle, or whatever you go by now.
Yeah?
I'm looking at the schedule here. I see Williams Grove, which, not mistaken, just so happens to be in Pennsylvania. I see next to it says Heats 25 main. Does that mean 25 advance to the main, or the Heats are 25 laps?
25 drivers advance to the main.
Okay.
I think the tracks that most of them only hold 30, or even some of them hold 25. So I was only gonna allow for 25 for each race. The heats, those will be some pretty deadly, or consequential heat races, because there's going to be a lot of drivers that are in championship contention that might fall out of the main event.
All right. So, yeah, I guess that's my next question is, so the playoff drivers get a provisional into the race?
Nope, we will do heats in an LCQ, so any driver that has a bad heat will be the kind of the best of the worst going into their LCQ usually. In that LCQ, you'll usually see the driver that, has the best, they'll go out and dominate.
Right. Well, so if you're okay with this, I would like to run the 45 truck at Williams Grove because it's in Pennsylvania and I like dirt racing.
Yeah? No, I was gonna say, I think I know what's coming here, and I will. You have the template for the trucks. If you wanted to build a truck,
could feature the. I guess we could feature the next gen truck because that's the only template I got. Is the next season template.
If you send me PSD or XCF, I can get it converted back and forth so that it's kind of.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. No, just send me instead of the TGA, send me the PSD for it. Or XCF, depending if it's a GIMP file.
Alright, sure. Alright, well there you have it, folks. I'm gonna beat you all at Williams Grove. You're on my turf now.
That'll be exciting to have some more flair in the truck series here. We've got 41 spots reserved right now, and that'll be our 42nd driver in the series for 2022. I think since the season is so far along, we'll probably close out any registration for 2022 going forward. Tyler Aspinall will be the last entry for 2022.
I hate to burst your bubble, but I kind of meant it as a one-off start, not
Yeah,
as a
no, I know.
season.
No, I know. We'll have it in that one race only, so.
Yeah, that's fine by me. I mean, Williams Grove, Pennsylvania boy here. So, yeah,
Imagine
can't wait to beat
sealing
all
the
you
deal.
guys.
That'd be so cool if you just show up for one race, pull a Greg Biffle on them all.
Foo, I would not mind.
I still thought that was one of the craziest moments in recent history was when Greg Biffle went out there in a Kyle Busch truck and
Beat everybody.
beat everyone. It's like, well, he's not
He still got
retired,
it.
but you know, everyone thinks he's retired.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. David said he quoted me on saying I'm going to beat them all at Williams Grove, and he said that's not very hard to do, as if none of these guys are good at dirt or something. I don't know. I guess we just have to wait and see how it goes. I mean, I would definitely recommend Lernerville to be a thing on the schedule next season if the one Lernerville mod that they had for NR 3 wasn't a literal piece of dog crap. So, no, don't do Lernerville next season unless they come out with a new mod. Wouldn't be opposed to that. Lernerville's the home track.
We already had that AI dilemma with Bowman Gray Stadium, the dirt makeup of Bowman Gray. And they couldn't even start the race. They were running across the pit wall and dying before the race even started.
Yeah, that's always fun.
We're close to halfway here. Nathan Morgan currently out front leading. Chris Hergeson there running in second. And other newcomer Logan Nagy up to third right now. Highest in the points without a win is Krista Cower there in the purple, kind of, I guess, magenta truck there. She's definitely hoping she can secure the win here at Escondido. Things have kind of settled down after we had that big one just a couple laps back. Kind of figured out there's 23 trucks in the lead pack here. The others are slowed, probably due in part to the damage sustained during that first wreck.
Yeah,
John.
and the more I think about it, I think they would have been better off just pinning the throttle through that wreck, because most of the wrecking happened when they were slowing down because nobody was ready for it.
True.
So they might have been better off just pinning it and let her rip, tater chip.
And there could still be tons of carnage in this race. Anything can happen at a super speedway race. Heck, NR 2003 might decide to sprinkle some mysterious rain on the track and everyone just loses traction.
I have no idea what that could be possibly a reference to. I mean, hey, even Austin Dillon can win a race, believe it or not.
Half of his wins have come at Daytona, which is not a...
That is, in fact, statistically accurate. That's yeah.
Crazy, I know. One of them was the Daytona 500, which, oddly, the year he won the Daytona 500, he also ended up winning the Daytona 500 in the Sylvania Cup Series, almost a couple days apart. I decided I've always tried to collaborate the schedule with real life. 2023, I'm going to kind of change that up a little bit. I can't wait until the Cup guys or anyone else releases their schedule, as they aren't released yet. So I'm just going to kind of wing it for 2023. I'm going to try to go as many tracks that the Cup guys don't go to. There's a lot of tracks, and that's the beauty of NR 2003 is it's a very diverse modded community for the whole game. Look at Al Bunch there, cracking into the top 3 here. Looks like Avery Farrell leading at the moment. We've also got a number 3.
Oh, yeah, there they go. I was just doing some stat searching real quick. Might have heard me pounding my face on my keyboard, but statistically, Michael McDowell is in fact a better driver than Austin Dillon because 100% of his wins came at Daytona. And who is that? That's the 29 of Tristan Reams.
Looks like it was a solo situation. Wow, Aunt Me Person's having a struggle right now, it looks like. He might have damage that's keeping him mired back in the slow pack. Yeah, that was about it, unless we have some more wrecking coming to the start-finish line. Looks like William Kinsella Jr. might maintain the lead here once they get around to the start-finish line. Philip leads there, lap truck. And yes, Kinsella, followed by Mullins, Cording, Lane Smith, Logan Nagy, and Atlee Weiss. And then Avery Farrell, Al Bunch, Tim Hansen, and Krista Cower.
Atlee, Atman, Weiss getting up into that top 6. God knows where Lewis Trost is right now. Probably at the back, if I had to assume.
I think he's sipping a cold one in the infield. Let's see.
Oh, yeah, yeah, he is.
41st overall. Unfortunately, last place.
Well, Lewis, if you're watching right now, I think we're going to need to be talking about your contract next season. Yeah, I don't know. Might be up on the table now. I mean, Atlee, he's in the top 6 right now, believe it or not. You're going to have to see it with your own 2 eyes to believe it, but I don't know. Maybe he could take over that 45 for Cup next season. You got to step it up, Lewis.
William Kinsella is so far out of the points that even a win today ain't going to get him in. Oh, shoot, we got some trucks.
And that's some interesting pit line there.
Tim Cording's actually flying through pit road.
Here, let's get Tim Cordings back in the channel. We'll have to ask him about. Oh,
Holy
never mind.
cow.
He's not the only one.
They cheat the system getting into the grass there. They can gain about 50 miles an hour. I don't know if the game's actually going to dock them for that, but holy cow.
The game never issues penalties unless you're a player.
I lost a race to Dale Jr. once because he exploited a similar glitch at Las Vegas where he would get in on the grass. I was leading and he passed me on pit road because of it. I lost. That's been a while ago, but
like the man himself or AI?
AI. No, I wasn't racing online with Dale Jr. I probably wouldn't be here if that was the case.
That would be pretty dope.
If I was, I'd probably be Brad Keselowski, who actually started his career that way, racing online, I think, with Dale Jr., if I'm not mistaken.
Gavin is saying that Tim Cording likes grass. I mean, grass is a very nice thing. I mean, it's kind of an infestation when you come to look at it. It kind of grows everywhere, but you know, we just learn to accept and adapt to it, and now we drive through it, apparently.
Well, and to a sweet tune of the lead, because of his exploit on pit road, he actually went by William Kinsella for the lead here. We might have some shenanigans. You know, I could maybe relinquish the win. Who knows? We'll see.
You got a question? Somebody's asking if a Fast Knot is still on the track.
09 truck is still on track. I think you have damage that's slowing you down, but we could have a bunch of drivers. We could have like that figure 8 race where no one finishes, so And as I
And
mentioned
somebody's
that,
blowing up there on the apron. That's 135. Brandon
engine
Petrolsky.
didn't hit anyone or anything. He just simply had a almost 100% damage to the engine there, 0.95.
So the Kyle Larson treatment. If you saw the race earlier today,
Yep.
Motor's just like, all right, I'm gonna go now. Wait, what's that sponsor on his quarter panel? The 135. Is that like
B4.
before it breaks or something? I sense some irony.
Let's find a lap where someone was beside him.
Now we gotta find him. All this just sense some sort of irony. Yeah. Before it breaks, car parts.
Evidently.
Brandon, I'm sorry for picking you like that, but I had to go for it. I saw something about breaking, and I saw the letter and number B4, so I
Product
knew something was
placement
up.
at its finest right there.
It's almost like Road America, whenever Josh Bilicki got a Sargentino sign stuck to the front of his car, and then a couple weeks later, Watkins Glen, boom, Sargentino was a sponsor.
Yep.
I think some Wisconsin native thing had to do with that, saying he's from Wisconsin, but still, I mean,
So
they got the free advertisement, and now they actually got to pay for it.
Adam Starr chimed in there. That paint scheme's actually supposed to be a kind of a replica, or I guess a tribute. Maybe it's an identical recreation of a scheme in NASCAR 05. That'd be an EA Sports game, I imagine. But yeah, I kind of remember back then the EA Sports games. They had a lot of fictional, and they didn't hold back when they, it'd be triple-digit number here or there.
Yeah, but those EA games, they were so iconic. Now we had the Technics game, and now we had the 704 games, and they all completely sucked. And motorsport games, they all sucked really bad too. This game right here, Enter 2003, was genuinely the last good NASCAR game.
Yeah.
And here we are, almost 20 years after it was released, still playing the game. I mean, I'm talking to you right now. I mean, the only way I know you is this game.
Yep.
And it was released almost 20 years ago.
And
here we are sitting and commentating an AI race because the game was so great.
Yep. No, I've been playing it for 10 years. I found it back in 2010. At that time, 7 years old. And I don't imagine it was actually abandonware at that time. I'd only started hearing abandonware thrown around as soon as I decided to commit more to the community in 2022 here. There's a lot of life left in this game, and it's pretty amazing.
100%. Modders are coming out with new things every day for this game, whether it be a new menu screen, a new mod, new paint schemes, new anything you can think of, new miscellaneous stuff. Like, there's still stuff being added to this game to this day.
And even though my channel might be pretty niche, anyone out there might hear this, I would like to thank all the modders and all the community for making NR 2003 what it is. I've obviously not contributed all that much. I wish I knew more to do modding and stuff like some people. There's a lot of TLC put into this game, and a lot of it was the people that went on to make iRacing. So I'm assuming there might be a guy out there in the iRacing community that, or, the head honchos that made iRacing that look back and they're like, man, this game is a legacy at this point.
Yeah, and Llama Racing Network's apologizing to me or apologizing for me because he's saying the Technics game were goated. The 2011 was a good game. 2012 was good. 13 was kind of a copy and paste with new cars. 14 was also kind of a copy and paste, just new UI. 15 was a direct copy and paste, and then that's when 704 came along. Anyway, we are back green. That's the 98 of Krista Cower. Going for the lead here on the 3 of William Kinsella Jr. And I think I don't see a number. That is the 25 of Lane Smith, also trying to give chase to them, as now that's going to be the 98 breaking away here. What she likes to see in her mirror, 3 wide. Usually stall each other out. That's the 50 being pushed by, I think that's the 12 truck, sorry.
18 laps to go here. There's looks like we got about 10 trucks with minimal damage to keep up front here. Amongst the top 10, we've got, well, Krista would be a win in your in scenario. Austin Mullins, I have to double check that here in a minute. Actually, Atlee Weiss would be the only other one here in the top 10. That and Ben Dover in 11th would be an opportune driver.
Austin is not in the top 10.
Krista has had some rough breaks. She's almost won a few races this season, finishing runner-up numerous times. She's sitting 5th in the points, first driver highest in the points without a win, so in a perfect universe, she should be locked into the playoffs. And it's more so just the caveat of it all is you got to have some entertainment with these races, and well, that's where you get the playoffs coming into it. My first time in the series, I've never done playoff style championships, so I'm in untreaded territory when it comes to that. My Cup Series, I've never done that.
Atlee Atman Weiss up to 3rd now, trying to chase down 2nd, and yep, there he is, making his move to the inside. He's got another fellow Ram way back there. Gonna try to catch up to him, maybe give him a little shove, little tap, little push, little bump. Now it looks like Atlee's locked and loaded, ready to go for the lead here, and well, yeah, that's him going to the inside of Krista right now.
Avery
side
giving
by
him a
side
good push with 2 team cars, team trucks. You got a strong line on the inside there.
Now I think Atlee might. Oh, he looked at going up and blocking Krista there, but that just did nothing but allow Avery get to the inside.
Austin Mullins is part of the Legend Motorsports camp, so Gavin Legend still has a bullet in the chamber here for a win tonight. $15 laps to go once they pass the start-finish line this time. And Avery leading some of his first laps of the evening here. Jordan Walker, I would probably put him in about a tie for the 5th best driver out there with Krista Cower. I was mentioning.
Hi, you finally came up with it.
Yeah, I was mentioning the top 4 earlier, but it's hard to pick a 5th driver completely. That's why I kind of figured Krista and him, they're running such a similar season. Their points are pretty close in tally. They should both have a win at this point, and it's just not materialized. So only one of them can win tonight, though. It's gonna be one or the other, I imagine. Chadwick taking P1 at the moment, having a little bit of drafting help there from Bend Over. And Tim Cording ain't going away. He's trying to make a statement here before the playoffs start with potentially a third win going in.
Now 3 wide for the lead. Atman on the bottom.
Suckered into that inside lane there.
Yeah. Usually, and I've noticed this at most play tracks on this game, is leader will always be on the inside, and then they'll shift up the next straightaway. Maybe even the next car behind them too, and then whoever's on the inside gets the lead right then and there.
If you're asking,
and then they all...
Tim Cording, I noticed mention that. I don't know if you were here for the beginning of the stream. Are you talking about top 5 my power rankings or top 5 in paint schemes? I have to wait for him to respond on that one, but go ahead. Sorry I interrupted there.
To be 100% honest, I have no clue what I was even saying in the first place, so you weren't interrupting much.
We got Austin Mullins about to take the lead here. It would be a interesting night if we have the 3 truck win in here after what we saw at Daytona today. Yeah, so on the power rankings, if I remember right, I gave, and I'd have to rewatch the video to remember verbatim. I'll just start writing the shit down. I gave Chaz Chadwick 95, I think, with Ant Me Person a 93. I gave Tim Cording a 92. And the 4th driver overall I gave was... They're probably wrecked out right now. That's why I don't see them in my mental... Man, who was it? Gotta be the guy that's like sitting in the top 5 in points. Oh, Kellen Oakley. I gave Kellen Oakley a 90 overall. And then I have Krista and Jordan Walker tied. I'll give them an 88. At least that's kind of what I've gathered from results that they've finished and overall standing in the points total. So I always like that in the sports games like the NFL and MLB, how they always gave like an overall ranking. NR 2003 doesn't really do that, but it's always kind of fun to speculate.
I mean, closing down on 10 to go, we'll get 11 to go this time. I still have no clue who's going to win. I mean, if I had to secretly root for somebody, definitely, totally, for sure, most possibly would not be Atlee Weiss. But if you could not sense my extreme level of sarcasm there, I want Atlee to win, but I don't know. I think my underdog pick might be Avery Farrell here. I mean, he's kind of playing smart right now. I mean, we only seen him lead a couple laps. I think just about everybody up here has led a lap at least. So I think he's going to try to hang back here, let these guys take each other out, or let the lap car take take him out for him. I mean, I didn't even see that one coming.
It's nice that this track's 3.5 miles long, that we don't see the lap traffic making sighting. Like Daytona, for example, that lap truck would have been there every 5 laps. We hadn't seen this one since they restarted about 20 laps ago, so I give kudos to the track design here for smoother transition of lap traffic. As you can see, those two out front are sitting ducks as they have lost the draft. These other guys are going to come charging up on them to a tune of about 3 to 5 miles an hour faster than them. 192, 192, and 198 as Zach Armstrong is charging.
Yeah, I mean, back to the whole community still going strong today with this game. That's what I want to know. Why haven't any of you modern morons made a blue flag mod? That's what I would like to know.
I'm assuming that the game is probably a little bit on the restrictive side because it's hard enough. I'm amazed that better cautions exist. That mod is something I haven't played around with. I figure
I used to use better cautions, but it really only works if you run NR 2003 in a window like you do. I
Yeah.
don't. I run screen, so anytime I click off of it, the game likes to just say goodbye.
yeah, I've had troubles with that. The game would crash in full screen mode as soon as I hit the Windows button. There's nothing you could do to fix it. So
Yeah.
since then, I've played it in windowed mode, and it really doesn't take too much away from the overall, I guess, quality or the resolution. There we go. Luckily,
Yeah.
it still runs at max resolution even in window mode, so.
I mean, not even that, but my computer always thought it had a virus, which I can't even count how many of those I've had up to this point, but
Free Camera used to do that for me. I had Free Camera installed, and it would keep deleting it from my download directory.
yeah, it did that for me with better cautions for a while. It kind of sucked.
I would always have to open up the internet, re-download it, then go into security and say that it's not a threat, even though.
Hold on, I see a chat that's appealing to me. Mariners 2003 Offline Championship said there is an update that the flag and everything. So please, I'm appealed. Tell me more.
Yeah, I might just send me a DM on mine too. I haven't been able to check my DMs much. My phone is circling the drain, and I'm trying to watch it for the comments right now, so.
Yeah, no, David Bird is asking who we want to win. Anybody but David Bird is good with me. I mean, as long as Mr. Bird finishes third, that will take the poet side of me and keep me satisfied.
Well, it would have been.
Looking at it, Bird can not finish third.
He could have finished 33rd, but he's 37th.
Yeah, Bird finished third, he's 7th.
Got 6 laps to go here.
More lap traffic interfering.
Zach Armstrong runs his own series, and it'd be cool if he could sneak into the playoffs here. He's part of the Carland NASCAR series. His YouTube channel, I think, is at about 500 strong, so 500 subscribers at least.
And right back to where we had earlier. You get a promotion.
If I had to pick who I thought was going to win this race right now, I like the chances that Krista has. She's dropped back. She's letting it get another run here. It's going to be whoever can charge through the field and take the lead here at the end. I believe
it'll be either A, Avery Farrell, or B, none other than the man, the myth, Atlee Atman Weiss.
Atlee's sitting right there behind the leader, and he's going to charge for the lead here.
And yeah, it was getting pushed by the 04 of, I think that's Chris Ferguson, right? Please tell me I didn't mess that up.
Chris Ferguson takes the lead.
Yes, I was right.
Yep. Chris Ferguson over Krista Cower and Ben Dover.
Yeah. You want me to do what while I'm over what?
Mr. Dover is going to try to take the lead here.
That's probably better if you don't want me making any more nasty comments.
Nagy and Armstrong. Armstrong keeps coming back. He loses it, and he finds the inside lane quickest of everyone, it looks like.
Yeah, that's what I've seen. I mean, I'm also seeing here that look at that, 5th truck back in line, the inside line. Guess who just showed up to the party? It's none other than the man, the myth, Avery Farrell. I'm telling you, Avery's gonna get it done here. He's gonna show Atlee up. Atlee's gonna be mad. Atlee's gonna take away his Skittle privileges.
And if Avery Farrell wins this race, everyone gets a free McFlurry tomorrow at McDonald's. So you guys just have to go to your local McDonald's and use the code word Avery McDonald's Farrell, and you get a free McFlurry. So of course I'm joking, but free McFlurries for everyone.
If we still say the man, the myth, and not the man, the myth, the legend, I am definitely not thinking he gets his own promo code at McDonald's. Anyway, the man, the myth, up into the lead now.
If you're saying that Austin Dillon and Austin Mullins will be the correlation here, I think William Kinsella in the number 3 truck could win this and match the number 3 car of Austin Dillon on a crazy day here.
Or everybody can wreck, like right here, and Austin Dillon will come out of nowhere and it'll start raining. And I sniff somebody has joined the channel and they go by the name of Blem.
Oh. What time is it in the UK right now? Oh.
4:41.
AM or PM?
Pretty early.
AM.
AM.
Yup.
Thanks for joining the call here. I don't know if you're watching. The race only got 3 laps left in the run-in.
Yeah, now I feel like we're NASCAR Race Hub taking calls from fans. Mr. Blem, where are you calling from?
UK, Birmingham.
That's a hike from here. What's your thoughts on Atlee Atman Weiss not going to be able to win this race? I don't think.
To be honest, not the most feeling. I've just gotten into like all of this offline racing sort of stuff, but I hope most people that thought he was going to win, hope they have enough time to deal with it.
Well, I don't hear you registered for any series for 2023.
I just registered now actually, but
do you by chance have any ride lined up?
What,
do you have a ride lined up for next season?
Well, I signed up for number 178.
Oh, a triple number.
We'll be happy to have you.
Thank you, yeah.
I was about to say, I was looking for drivers for my truck team. I was just like, huh, there's somebody.
What manufacturer are you wanting to get into?
Toyota, hopefully.
Okay. Oh, I'm cheating, Yoders. Sorry, force of habit.
I'll take anything if I'm honest.
Krista, of course, out front right now in the Toyota. closing laps
Did
here.
you not? Yeah, did you not say that he was probably your favorite? And well, there's none other than the man, the myth, Atlee Weiss, trying to get bend over there.
If
Sorry, Mr.
caution
Dover.
comes out, we would end the race right here, and Krista would be.
And well, I think the lap truck might have something to say with it. I think
Let's
it's
see.
coming off the 4, and
Oh, she made a.
well, Krista looks like the inside line's going to get by here pretty easy. And guess who's right behind Krista? It is none other than the man, the myth, Atlee Weiss, going through, what is it? I think this is 3 and 4 now. I can't even tell at this track. It's too big.
Man, I'm surprised Atlee must be busy or asleep or something. He's missing probably his run of the century here.
Well, Atlee,
Is he doing one of his live streams right now?
I got no clue. Atlee's like, I don't know, 3 or 4 years old, so he's probably fast asleep in his crib right now. But I don't know. It looks like Chris Ferguson getting to the inside of him, going into 3. Now he's going to try to get to the inside of Krista. Krista's going to try to pull a late block. Not going to be able to get down there. Chris Ferguson under Krista Cower here. Sorry, Chris, I almost forgot your last name. Now Chris Ferguson's got to defend the 10 of Jordan Walker here, Walker down the front stretch into the tribal. What did I say? Avery Farrell is going to be there at the end.
I
tribal.
believe the finish line is going to be right here.
Yes, sir.
Jordan Walker
getting it done here at Escondido. Escondido.
I think
I completely forgot how to pronounce it.
If we look back, I did a vote on our channel. Let me go back there and look. Voters booth. We had 5 people vote for Jordan Walker to win the race today. He is the 12th lock in the playoffs, and 5 people also saw that coming. So Atlee Weiss is actually talking in the voice chat, or not in voice chat, but in the server here. Did he predicted what?
And well, guys, I also come with some bad news. One of the wires to my wheel just got caught under my chair, and it just so happened to be the one wire or cord that we had to splice together and put electrical tape on, and I pulled my chair back and it disconnected the spliced wires that was taped. So now I have my work cut out for me when I get home from vocational school tomorrow.
Is that your
That
steering
sucks.
wheel?
Yeah, it was the wire that goes from the wheel to the pedals. So I have... No, or actually, no, I think that, yeah. Well, bottom line, there's a wire cut on my pedal set now, and I'm really hoping the cat doesn't try chewing on the cord while I'm sleeping tonight, or he's probably gonna die. So I should probably tuck that somewhere he can't get it.
Jesus Christ.
Just throw a blanket over it.
Throw a blanket. Yeah, the cat will end up under the blanket. Come on.
So
tuck it under the wheel.
We'll have to do some adjusting to the points and see just who's locked in, but we can guarantee you right now, Jordan Walker, based on how he was running in the points, has sealed the deal. Him and his brother both, Trevor and Jordan, are going to be playoff contenders. Avery Farrell comes home with a second today. We had Chris Ferguson, William Kinsella Jr., Krista Cower. Unfortunately, in the top 5 in points, is not going to move on to the playoffs, which is a bummer for her. She can still play spoiler within the playoffs, though. Then we got Chaz Chadwick, Atlee Weiss, Zach Armstrong, Craig Bush, and Tim Cording to round out your top 10. As we'll let the other positions scroll through on the right-hand side there. What did you think, Tyler? How did you enjoy the race?
Well, I'll be 100% honest with you, and well, this is just the brutal honest truth. This is the first ever truck race from your league that I've watched, and from watching it, I mean, I guess it was pretty good. Couple cautions, some good racing. Sadly, the man, the myth, Atlee Weiss wasn't there. at the end, but the man, the myth, Avery Farrell was pretty much there at the end. So, yeah, I mean, that was a pretty good race. Can't wait to beat all you guys at Williams Grove in a couple weeks. Or I guess if you do 2 races next week, I guess next week. But yeah, you guys are going down at Williams Grove.
That's gonna be fun hitting the dirt track there with the heat races, the uh, the turmoil that we'll see from championship contenders not making the main event too. Will be something to witness.
I'd like to know how much storage is taken up by all the races you have saved.
I have a 1 terabyte hard drive with all my replays on it. I've got a laptop that has, well, it's only got 40 gigs of space right now, so I'm gonna have to move a lot of stuff over to the 1 terabyte hard drive to make space. And then that doesn't even include like 50, 60 gigs of paint that I've painted all the cars, so it's my brother gives me crap. He says that I'm abusing a gaming laptop and I'm not putting it to its full potential, which there's some truth to that. But it's mostly what I enjoy doing, so I could probably play well, I could play iRacing on it for sure, so I can do some intensive graphic games on it, but other than that, I just keep playing it for NASCAR Racing 2003, so
Yeah, I mean, looking at it, it looks like your laptop can handle NR better than my PC can, which is very fair to say, but you know what? I don't think they say anything.
so I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream. Thanks for everyone that did watch, for tuning in. It's a shame some of y'all ended up in wrecks, and I'll have to hope for playoff contention in 2023. Next year,
Yeah.
you'll be broken into 2 seasons for the trucks, the winter and the summer series. We've got the Busch Light series and the Cup series as well. We'll be running a full year schedule, so I don't want to break those up into 2 seasons. It makes it a little harder to record champions if I did it half and half. So we'll have 2 truck champions next year and 1 Busch and 1 Cup. Next truck race won't be until September 14th, so we got 2 weeks off here. It'll be a little summer break here, so I'll be in Portland next week and be probably posting some of my action there at Portland with the Indy cars. Thanks again, Tyler. I didn't expect this. This was a surprise to me, and as much as it was a surprise to everyone else as well. Hopefully we can do some more collaboration like this going forward. I would be willing, if there's a way that we could work the technology, I could do something like that on one of your streams maybe.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, it's just simple as me just firing up OBS, just like I usually would if I were ever to do a live stream, just be the first ever one for the IORL. And honestly, if we had any sort of plan tonight, I mean, it's looking like it could be the first race of the playoffs coming up. Not this, but next Friday. So all you guys that are still watching, be sure to go tune into that. Be sure to tune in the races this weekend. I mean, they never seem to disappoint. I just go a little quiet every once in a while because I got nobody to talk to. So if we can get this whole duo commentator thing working out,
Yep, and
we
if
should
anyone else
call
that hasn't done it, Tyler's channel is up in my cross promo up in the top of the channels here. So if you're interested in checking out his server, by all means.
Yep, and I just put a link in the chat too for those of you that are still watching. Go check it out. Accepting registrations for next season. Looking for some more drivers because we got a second series open up.
And so I believe that's a wrap for tonight. I'll get the points tallied up and posted before I go to bed. I don't work tomorrow, so luckily I'll be up all night here, probably painting trucks and tallying up points. So
and I gotta go to bed because I got school in the morning. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you, Jacob, for letting me be here. Hopefully we can do some more things like this in the future.
Yep. Have a good night, everyone. This is Jakester signing out. If I can figure out how to stop stream from, I have to go to YouTube, I think.
What software do you use?
Software
Uh,
for, the
Yeah.
streaming, OBS. I just happen to,
You can hotkey it to automatically end the stream.